Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today for the panel. I'm an upset beaver. That is not a slur by any means necessary, but for some reason, I had the most trouble. Oh, you want to be seen? Right. Okay. So I had the most trouble getting this slideshow together for some odd reason. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have everything as far as all the shows we're covering. I have at least 3 to 4 plus the hot topics. I think Drag Race France somehow got mixed up in the edit. I don't know what happened to it, but prior to this turning this on, y'all, I was like, where'd all the stuff go? So thanks for tuning in. We're going to have a fun one today, regardless of all of that. And I hope you brought yourselves a good attitude as well as your sensitive side left to the side, set it aside, because we're going to have fun today. I made sure to start this video off with the disclaimer because this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to align any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. So no hate should be sent to any of the individuals mentioned or shows on this program. So please do not be rude. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, you can consume some Mattivio. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing my shirt today. So you know that that merch is available at dragqueenmerch.com. Where is everything? There it is. Bring this down. The light was too high. So if you want to find my merch, it is at dragqueenmerch.com. Check out this Mattivia shirt. Got the panel. Sundays are best with the panel. And Rampack shirts also available for your consumption. Dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company. We're going to talk about it. I'm really mad because I'm going to have to pull up like individual photos for everything versus having my slideshow together. But I said, no, we just still going to do it every way. There's just going to be a little cut in and cut out moment that's going to happen here today. So let's do my social medias now. Get this ball started. We have a couple of runways to do, some that unfortunately we're not going to be able to get to if I can't get the slides up. So I'm like, all right, we'll just let that go and try again the next time. But each and every episode, every show that we're talking about today with the runways, I have done a review for. So if you are here only on a Sunday and you're not catching me Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you are not supporting this channel, and that's T. So do me this favor right after this review. If you found this to be the review, and it's not, it's just us having a chit chat talk and us just going over lightly the conversations today, go to each and every one of those videos. Sit there for 5 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, if you will, and leave a thumbs up on those videos. Support this channel. Keep us here with the panel as well as myself, because it is my channel, up and running, because right now it's a lot of Drag Race, and I know everyone's becoming a little consumed and overwhelmed a little bit. We have Brazil about to start, and then Germany showed us pictures recently. That's all I'm going to describe them as, pictures. So please, by all means, support the channel. Again, Matty Rants everywhere except for, I want to say Twitter so bad, X. So stupid. Can I just say Twitter and y'all know I mean X? Can we do that? I don't like saying that. It sounds so dumb. Musk. It's at Matty Rants everywhere except for X. That sounds stupid. It's at Matty Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. That sounds so much better. Yeah, I'm with Dooley. It just really does. Like, it just sounds lazy. Like, who made an app and gave it one letter and was like, that's gonna be the girl? Like, please. Anywho, I'm starting early. Also, you can find me on Patreon. I did do reactions to each and every one of these episodes for at least $1 a month. $1 a month. You can catch all those reactions. I have now 366 videos plus up there right now. So if you're not on the reaction side of this platform, there we go, platform. You need to get over there. Shout out to all my new Patreon subscribers. I saw a lot of people coming in the middle of the night, and I was like, okay, hey, new friends. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Also bookable on Cameo. Again, the disclaimer I already showed early. You already know what's up. If you want to drop a tip in my jar, because I'm a single dad, a father of one. A father of one. My son. He will soon be over here trying to take a hole out of my leg. But you can drop a little something in the PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. It is not necessary for your participation, but it's super appreciated. My light bill is damn near $400. So thank you for those of you who have been tipping. I see some super chats already, but thank you. Okay, keep up, help me keep my life on. The power, this heat wave we are in Houston, it is undescribable. I found out my AC wasn't working for the last 2 weeks, so I've been sitting in the heat this entire time. This is the first time I'm doing a live, and it's been 76 degrees in my apartment for the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, every time I've gone live at 4, it's been 82 degrees in my house, and I've had 5 fans on me trying to make it. So shout out to the maintenance people that came the other day and was like, oh, we have 5 things wrong here with your AC unit. Let's work on it. So God bless them. So y'all stay cool out there. It's hot. It's hot. We do need Mamu merch. I'd be here for it. I know Mamu would with his I want to be in the video every other 5 minutes to have himself. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the first co-host. He was the original co-host with me. Okay. The original, a successful person, quiet storm sometimes, a producer, an actor, a friend. He wasn't in Houston when Scotty was here, so he couldn't be my friend. I'm kidding. Of course he is. It's Jamar 84.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday. If it was Saturday, I would say happy Sabbath, as I am Seventh-day Adventist, but I am not a heathen like y'all Sunday goers. So happy Sunday to you.
My Lord, today. Well,
thy will be done.
We've had our magical letters today, so we're in for a good show.
I love that you and me must never part. Okay, so yeah, same thing. So, you know, it's cool, and I've needed it, honestly. I got to get my knee right before this Renaissance concert, because if I'm going to be there, I'm going to do a couple of steps. Jamar, I hope you're feeling blessed and gorgeous and, you know, well fed, and, you know, hopefully this move is coming along well and you're planning it appropriately.
That's why I have to have the magical letters ready.
You know, it's the worst time in your life and the best at the same time. Listen, Jamar's social medias, please.
So you can find me on social media at Jamar84, spelled JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Hit the link in my Instagram bio to support all the projects of what I am a part of. Thank you.
Doing it well. Listen, if you ain't following Jamar, if you're not over there witnessing his journey into people still being mad at him for no apparent reason, you gotta get on board. You gotta get. Me and Scotty had a nice, fun conversation yesterday. You should definitely touch base with him so he can give you the rundown on how I was dragging a particular person who's been trying you lately. And I talked about every bit of dust at the top of their lip while they try to read you, sister. So God bless you, friend. God bless you on my platform that I don't need to make a second channel for, because I'm not going through what slander. Anywho, so let okay, I'll put my shotgun down. Don't come for my friends. I'll get you politely with no spit on my microphone. Can't say the same.
Girl,
now,
it's drenched, and you know it. It is drenched over there.
When your tongue is too big for your mouth and your teeth are too small for your eyes, then take a step back, bitch. It's not coming together. It's not symmetrical. All right, so let's go ahead and bring in the next victim. Excuse me, next friend of mine. A good shoulder or two, a doctor, if you would please, but an opinion not to be considered radical enough for some of these limited ads and monetizations, but a good friend indeed, and somebody who does support drag and is always at a show, whether he is coherent or not, is Dooley __ noted.
Cheers.
I was this close to removing you just to add effect and then adding you back in, but I caught myself because I wanted you to have a sip.
I'm enjoying this nice agua.
Are you one of the girls that go to Starbucks and get a cup of water and then a cup of ice?
No, this is not. So my bodega does iced coffee. And so I'm there a couple times a week. And so I just keep a cup every now and then. That way I don't have to wash dishes.
I saw a lady do that today and it made me, I just stared at her. She's like, is my cup of ice ready? And she was holding a cup of water. And I was like, oh, and they're separated. So this is interesting. I wonder how that works. That was me. I said, I wonder if she sips it and then puts the ice in her mouth. Like she has to do things backwards. Why am I talking about this? Dooley, thanks for being here. We're glad to have you. So did you have a little magical lettuce in your life as well?
I have not. I'm fresh from the gym. I feel great. The endorphins, the runner's high. I have not, but maybe I'll join y'all later.
Dooley will be no fun today. Thanks, everybody. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Dooley's going to be a hoot and berry. Right. Like, we don't need that energy here. No, I'm just kidding. But thanks for being fresh. Social media. I just got to make sure that I'm ready for Pearl later. Oh,
girl. I just needed a moment to, I'm going to place my card face down in defense mode.
Shut up.
So, I swear to God, social medias, please. Okay.
Realize what you said. Y'all can find me on Twitter, because that's what her mama named her. That's what I'm going to call her. You can find me on Twitter at Dooley. Actually, it's _Dooley Noted _. Once again, that's _ Dooley Noted _. You can find me on Insta at Dooley Noted with 2 underscores in the middle. That's DOOLEY __NOTED. And for anything else that you want to know, I'm linktree.com /Dooley __Noted.
Thank you so much, Dooley. We appreciate you for being here. As you notice on each of these gentlemen's name, and I'll be saying this throughout, if you want to drop them a little bit of love, it goes a long, long way. Da-da. I know it does.
I do not have a fracking ranch here in Brooklyn, so I can use anything that you all say. Please.
We are 13 minutes in, and fracking has already been said. So listen, their cash apps are right there. Those are $signs. They may have said something funny. You might think they're cute. They could be sipping water loudly in the microphone. Either way.
Maybe girl, they need to refill.
Girl, I would throw a brick at you and I hope it lands on the back of your head. I know you got space. But listen, throw a little something their way. You got Nova 84, you got Dooley Does It over here, and we're about to get to our next co-host. For those of you who don't know, and I was going to post his Twitter today, but I've already retweeted it. See, Diggy is not here today, so every bottom close a hole. God bless you. Okay, now there are other tops in this room, so give them just as much love as you do see Dicky. But he's out traveling the world right now in Los Angeles. I would drop a pin for you stalkers, but I love my friend, so I'm not going to do that. So wish him luck and wish him well and all that jazz. He'll be back next week. But yes, just wanted to let y'all know for the girls that come in and slob on my knob like corn on the cob. Check in with me. Listen, I'm gonna
do your job. Lay on the bed. And don't touch the ass. Don't touch the bed. Juicy is my name.
Listen.
My game.
All right.
One of those type of shows.
They say I'll run behind my ass. All right, let's move on.
Still feel the pre-workout. I'm sorry. I'm trying to calm down.
Oh my gosh, you're so loud and aggressive. Uh-oh. Okay, no, listen.
That checks out.
Well, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm bright, so we can get, how that color. All right, listen.
I want to meet her. I really want to meet her and have a conversation with her because Mama has good topics and does a trash job at having any kind of discourse about anything.
Well, that's what happens when you demand an Aubrey, Matthew, be quiet from your doctor. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the next one. The following individual should have his own disclaimer, for his opinions are true and rare and always informed. I'm waiting for the camera to turn on so I know what time I'm supposed to press into the second half of this wonderful intro into a person. I'm late, and that's why you're going to get a whole whoop. See what happens? See what happens?
Following something.
And that's why you're on mute. Yeah. What's up?
Just like Atlanta.
She said, "Oh," she said, "All right." I said, "Or was it you won?" Yeah, Houston will win. Let's be very clear. Okay, we have been talking about it as a city. Everybody is prepared. Like, we know the rules. This is all filmed. It's clear she's doing some visual thing for this. It's very clear. I've seen Blake. I know you've been seeing them do some recording and stuff while they're on. I'm like, girl, this something's happening. So, anywho, my fellow Beehive, my fellow platinum level member, but he's of the upper echelon, Delta Miles over here. It's Blakeisha. How you doing?
Greetings and salubrious salutations.
Thanks again for saving the world. I should always say that when Blake comes to the room. Truth.
Fine. One HIV test at a time.
Listen, he said save you. All right. Because some of you girls out here need to test quick. Because you don't know what's going on.
At a time.
Bitch, they talk about, oh, this hurt. It's not what you think it is. Go ahead, get on over there, baby. Stop acting funny. Listen, Blake, we're glad to have you here. Thanks so much for being here on your busy schedule, in all your fabulousness. Do you want people to find you social media wise? Tell them.
Absolutely. The place I really want you to find me is right here. And that's it.
So that place that he is pointing to, that I wish we had like QR codes for, but I feel like that would be taken advantage of on YouTube and anything else that could take place. But those are Cash App signs for my fellow friends. Casey, I saw you drop me a tippy poo. Thank you so very much on Cash App. So if you want to drop them a tippy poo as well, because trust me, Jamar needs it. Look at him. I'm kidding. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So he's taking it terrible, worse. Nah, he's cool, but no, give him something too. Listen, drop these babies some love. Give them something a little nice. They're funny.
We have adult bills.
Here come. I can see the Reddit post now. Matty is getting his panhandler group together. I love it. Let me tell you something right now. Hey, y'all hoes pick up dollars on the streets that don't belong to you either, so don't play no bills either, bitch. I'm just saying, like. Someone dropped a wallet who turned it in. I bet it wasn't you.
I've been seeing y'all alts on this Twitter, so I know y'all have other means of getting coins too. So don't come at me. Don't do that.
So listen. Oh, wait a minute. No, Dooley. Speaking of which, if I got this notification of the day, this man said, "Well, it's a free account is now going to $20." I said, "Well," I said, "In subscription quickly." I said, "Well."
And if Jamel is being honest, all of y'all got alts, and half of y'all have sex appeal. So like, we can get into that real quick. But we'll put a pin in that.
Oh,
are you body shaming? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm stroke shaming.
Oh my gosh! No, there has been a couple of videos I've seen lately that never need to be on Twitter ever. All right, so let's no
giving the energy of a Kaya concert talking about.
Thank you so much. Oh, we can't speak of her here. We have class and dignity.
Pardon.
Yes, we will not dupe ourselves to RESPECET. You better
respect.
I said, girl, you already had a song. You were eliminated in the competition. It was like
Miss
Rap something.
Miss Rap Supreme Delight or Miss Rap Supreme? Is that it?
It was something like that. I don't know. Wasn't it Lifetime? I don't know. Yeah, or We. It sounded like We TV. Very
like
burnt.
That. I forget.
Happy Sunday, heading to Outside Lands Festival to see Meg the Stallion. I also saw Katie Red yesterday for a full bounce set. Gamer Guy, that's crazy. Many moons ago, Matty was on a stage and Katie Red was performing. I was on my ass for Jesus, bitch. Many moons ago. So that's dope that you saw some sissy bounce in full effect. Thank you for supporting the art, trust and believe, and thank you for the super chat. Bow Miss Flores. Hey Tops. That's these three. That's not me. Hope y'all are good. Oh, do I hear him running back to the microphone? Wait.
Oh, I have my whole fax is ready, baby. Don't do me.
So yeah,
we talk about them so frequently.
Yeah, three. Yeah, just these three. Three out of four today. Okay.
Don't come for the peaceful. Don't come for me today because you can get it. You can get it.
Hope y'all are good. I don't know about Dooley. Oh, hey, Maddie, bitch. Hey, Bio Miss Flores. How you gonna do me at the end of that? Thank you, baby, for the super chat. Miss Shell D. Hey, panel, love you guys. It's my birthday in 2 days. Can I get a birthday song? Who do you want me to sing as, baby? Do you want a Lana Del Rey? Do you want a Meg Thee Stallion? Happy birthday. Hey.
Give us Lord.
This is how I do my birthday. Because Mama do. This is how she raps with every damn song to do. Like she has that same cadence, no matter what it is, even the slow down versions. How you gonna do me like that? I be putting my pussy up. I just be like, all right. I love Megan, but it's okay. For some birthday love, happy birthday, Blake. No, okay. Thank you, Michelle. We'll see you, baby. But thank you. Happy birthday to you. If you want a birthday song, let me know who you want me to sing it as. Actually, don't give me Megan. It won't be funny. Give me somebody who can actually sing. I'll do Tony Braxton.
I'd like to hear that.
I would too.
Come on, happy birthday to Tony Braxton.
Shut up, Jamar. I'm trying to get my shit together. Okay, hold on. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Shut up, Tamar. Michelle. Happy birthday. Thank you. The heat is moving through body. Michelle, happy birthday to you, baby. Have you seen my friend Babyface? He fighting with Anita. Okay, wait, let's stop. All right.
and is.
Oh, tell me that it's really your birthday.
Anybody from the Metro Detroit area will tell you that while we enjoy her music, she has not always been the kindest person to the people in the area. I love Anita, but hey, she has not been nice.
Gotta give some love here. JMCL, thank you for the tippy poo on Cash App. Had some things come up, but back with the tips. Well, thank you for the tippy poo. I appreciate the support.
You back, girl. Welcome back.
Listen, I have to do these individually today. It's not like a full slideshow. We're going to start with Mexico first. It is a Levi's runway. They were provided with the runway attire from Levi's. Everyone said they couldn't sew. And magically, we had very tailored outfits. And no one went home. I have to stress that because it was really weird to sit there and go, nobody can, no, everyone, we can't. Then you see the runway and you're like, bitch, this is detailed work. What's happening here? So let's go ahead and bring it on in. Not Honey Balenciaga. Every time I see Lolita Banana.
Yeah. It's like if Honey had a mushroom and
or some testosterone, probably.
Ooh, okay.
You know, this is
like Honey looks like a Ken.
That's like a masculine Honey Balenciaga. Like if Honey was in her top era, this is what it'd be giving. You know, it's still a small package, but
that's like Darius being in his chef era. Get out of here. That ain't never gonna happen.
Oh, not that, but see, Honey's not scamming. Well, listen.
Don't do that. Don't do that to Honey. Wow.
I'm in my pretty girl era. Wow. I don't care.
Honey is on her Beyonce era.
That's right. But Darius,
that's a slow burn. That hit me as I thought about it. That hit me as I processed it.
But Darius, though, that's a different somebody. You can get your cake in the mail, Dooley. A long time ago.
I really want to challenge him to it. I want a chop challenge with him. They'll be in the kitchen. I just want to drag him, like culinarily. He can get the hands after.
Culinarily.
Category can be whatever it is. I'll let him choose the ingredients and the category. I'm running him down. I want to run him low.
That's a word that can only be done in cursive. Culinarily. Like
all the color cues.
Like Comic Sans wouldn't do that right. Listen, they had to do luchadors for the mini challenge here. I would have enjoyed this for only one particular reason, and that would be to wrap my yes and finish the sentence there. The other one too, I wish he was involved. The short hair one, I was like, God damn,
Am I the only one that had a thing for Rey Mysterio back in like '96.
I watched wrestling for all the wrong reasons back in the day, and God Almighty, I remember just staring in every direction but where I needed to be. My dad's like, "Why do you like this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a great sport." Yeah, so listen, Lady Carol won some cointadas, some pesos exactly. Again, they have jean jackets, polos, plaid shirts to work with here. Valentina, you better. I don't know what it is, but Mama, she walking that workroom. No eyebrows, eats it up.
None. Not an eyebrow.
That is a pretty bitch.
Okay. And her wing go up to where the eyebrows end. Like,
and you see this full thong. I'm like, go on, girl. Like, you better let have. Listen, I'm giving woman WWW. All right, so I'm literally gonna roll through this because honestly, we were just trying to do runways today before my thing messed up. There was a conversation about I can't say the word. It rhymes with obtuse. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. But it had to do with familial obtuseness, and it was really kind of very touching as well because one person related to another's trauma. Okay.
I'm struggling. Rhymes with obtuse. Oh. Got
Bitch,
it. I was like, wait, what?
Not going to the gym has like made you stupid. No, I'm just playing. Okay.
I mean,
wow, rubber goose. Oh. Wow, rubber goose.
That's what my obtuse rubber goose. Hey, mongoose.
I might as well have said large fries, chocolate shake. Da 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 da. Okay. Listen, yes.
Waiting on that moldy ass cake.
Girl, they've been playing with my money lately, so I've been trying to make sure I get through all of this. Okay, seriously. Let's get into the judges' looks. Valentina and Lolita Banana.
Yes, I think Valentina is everything.
Everything.
Like Lolita is pretty, but girl ate you up. Like no shade. Like oh my god, Avatar.
It's something about Lolita's face. Like it's
right here.
There's something about it. Like it just feels unfinished, and I don't know why.
I think the close up of her face looks fine. It's it's real draggy. It's just white. It's really white in the eye.
Maybe that's what it is. Or this like gradient kind of like here.
Yeah, it's almost like a folding chair is needed to help fix that, you know.
Oh, you know what?
Also, this glitter on Lolita's arms, like I kind of wish she would have taken that all the way down to her hands, like completely. It would have been a nice little.
I think I do have a picture of it looking like that because you may not be able to see it, but she was kind of heavy. Like it was heavy glitter. And I was like, okay, she bathed in it low key. I need to know how you feel on initial impact of seeing this.
I love it. I love it. This is so comfortable looking. Like this is so auntie.
I was like, I'm over here like, is he supposed to? Like,
that's my answer. None of these things describe it. Like what?
I just know he has on some house shoes underneath that are like in this fabric. Like I just know it.
He looks like my great grandmother sitting in her chair, smoking her, you know, and getting a little bit of, you know, like with her dark liquor.
Long cigarette, with a long cigarette holder.
I'm like, this is Drag Race Mexico. Then I see him wearing this, and I'm like, did we make it to Marrakesh? Like, what's happening here? Is this a Sex in the City?
Is this Drag Race Martinique? Like not giving.
I love it. Baby, give me this. I'll wear this around the house.
And you would look fine in this. However, what's on my screen right now?
I don't know. I just feel like this. I don't know. I have music playing in my head and making me feel weird. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you're probably listening to Arabian Nights right now.
God bless him. I don't like this man. Guess what movie she was in? Oh, I would love to see if y'all can clock it.
Guess what movie she was in?
It's a Marvel movie. That'll make it easier.
I've seen her face.
Looking at her face. Her face looks familiar. What has she been in? Let me go through my Rolodex.
Jubilee.
What? Okay, no.
Wait, no, Mexico.
She was in Wakanda Forever.
Where?
She was the part of the that was. Yeah.
Was she one of the main,
she was on that whole bridge fight scene and all that happened. Like Mama was right there. Yeah. So she was in
I wasn't really looking at her, but hey, shout out.
She was kind of dope through the whole bit of it. I enjoyed her low-key, high-key. She gave me life a little bit. But let's get to the looks, shall we? Da-da. First up is Regina Voce, who literally told us she can't
as usual. Booty as usual.
You said good as usual?
I said boot as usual.
Oh.
Stop trying to make Regina Voce happen. She's not going to happen. Stop it, wow. Stop.
It's just so old looking.
I think it's her makeup.
It's a very old maiden type look.
It's like if Jennifer Lopez was still doing this, that's what she would look like.
It's like Jennifer Lopez. Full stop.
So Naysha Lopez.
Oh, well, this has been a great panel. I love this week. This has been fantastic.
My God.
I love us.
Okay, so back to reality. Jamar, what are your... No, the necklace. They dragged her for the necklace. They dragged her for that.
I echo Blake's sentiments. It does make her look 85.
Valentina was like, it's always a styling thing with you. She's like, I love that you're old school drag, but at the same time, like that necklace with this young out, like in the hair, and I was like, oh, wait, like let her go, let her breathe. I think it looks well done, the look itself, but I would have styled it completely different, like completely different. Hair, face, accoutrements.
It's like she watched season 1 Jay Sotomayor and tried to like make a look based upon her memory, and this is what she came up with.
This gray ponytail, like what?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the hair, but the hair is really just not helping it.
What is it giving? That's where my mind is stuck right now because I need something. It's Levi's jeans. They had to take Levi's jeans. It's the Levi's runway. So this is all repurposed stuff from the jean company who is sponsoring this episode. I was like, oh.
You remember that fake store from Mean Girls 135? You would find this there.
This is giving me God, what is that? It's like it's almost as if it's a store next to Chic somewhere in a mall, and this is on the mannequin. Like
it's the burnt potato chip at the bottom of the bag.
I think that it looks good. She just doesn't look good in it.
Yeah, whoever sewed this for her, I think did a good job.
Would it have worked with like a better wig makeup combo?
Yeah.
Give her some eyebrows.
Take off the necklace.
Like said, give her some eyebrows.
Wow.
She don't have no neck. Like
I just realized she doesn't have any eyebrows. I'm so mad at Blake. I'm looking like, oh, she doesn't. Why? Why not?
And then like the baby hair, like the drawn baby hair with the wig.
It's like how you got all this new growth in the front, but backstage it's like it's dead inside. I don't understand, but it's okay. I think she's a lovely doll. She's very talented. Yeah, that necklace takes away her neck.
She got these big ass shoulders.
Next up is Galavero.
Sharkeisha. No.
Get off. Blake's still stomping her while she's on the ground.
Don't kick her.
I can't. Galavero is next. This is their look.
I like her face.
She told them to make a ball gown, mind you, at the beginning of the episode, and everybody did something completely different. So there you go.
I mean, okay, this is a better angle.
It's serviceable.
Better.
I didn't like it from the front, but when she moved, and I could tell there were 9 jeans that she literally or whoever sewed to make this like skirt, I was like, that's kind of brilliant. It just is weird when it's paused. That's all.
It's serviceable.
Yeah, let's say it's not the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but it's not really terrible either. So, good job.
I just want her to do something different. Like I feel like every time I've seen her, it's like I feel like I know what I'm gonna get. Yeah, whatever I just said.
Man, you're muted.
It's my turn. It's my turn. Now the joke's on me, Poots. Okay. I get to be the middle child again. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's your boy, Matty Rants.
I was like, he's saying something. I don't know what it is, though.
I don't know what I was doing. I was over here I sat down like, sure, everything's fine, knowing I had coughed off camera. I think the wig is cute. I like the little sleeves with the combination in the pocket up top. I thought that was cute. It's giving very Texas, very Houston energy, rodeo energy. But it's hot. Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of jersey dresses. Like,
Ryla, I agree. Exactly. The entire runway is giving baby fat 2005. You show right.
Exactly.
You show right, bitch.
The girls would wear something like this. It didn't have the ending, and they would wear like the Manolo boots or like a thigh-high Timberland boot. Like that was very 2004, 2005.
Jennifer Lopez's entire like what is
birth of her career?
Yeah, basically. You know. The true Ursula of the singing industry.
She is.
Not the true Ursula.
I'm like, that Disney movie was just payback for it being a black voice that was taken.
Usher, Shantae Moore, Justin Timberlake, Christina Milian, several.
Patty, thank you so much.
Unknown victims, honey.
Unknown victims, Jamar. Should have not cold case. Jamar said first 48. That's Jennifer Lopez's story, bitch. Listen, it's always never in the first 48. Hey, Maddie and panel, listening to y'all. Whoa, you're getting tattooed while listening to the panel. Shout out to you. Don't laugh while you're getting tattooed.
Don't laugh too hard.
I'm getting an Evie tattoo. Cute. Yes. Love you guys. Love you too, Patty. That's super dope. I'm still afraid to get a tattoo, so no tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
I will go with you. We can get one together.
I know what I want, but it's
Me
just
too.
It's gonna be Libra-y. And actually, I wanted to get Mamu-chan on me, but like in a cartoon form, looking like the cat from Kiki's Delivery Service. That was my edit.
I'm coming to Houston in the next like 2 months. Like we can go together.
Oh my gosh, good. You're coming when it's cold, unlike Scotty, who came out here during a heat wave. I'd appreciate that.
I'm thinking October. We'll see.
Yeah, you make it cold, bitch, okay? Because I ain't coming out in this heat no more.
Is it cold, though, or just cooler than what it is now?
It's 105 right now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Will it be that much cooler in October?
Yes, it'll be 90.
Like, 115.
That is so much more, bitch. Do you understand? Scotty had me driving over to Montrose at 104 degrees outside, walking in Montrose. Yes, it doesn't get cold until like 8 now. It's like I'm in Vegas. It's insane.
I'm excited though. Like now that I've been to Houston,
climate
and I know what it gives, I know how to show up, and I know how to show up in this
The girls are fighting still at Crockers, girl. They were stomping some boy out too.
Y'all, my best friend lives in Houston. Matt, I went out with Matt. I went out with my bestie, and quite literally both times within the first 15 minutes of me being somewhere. Hands were thrown. I was like, it's 8:15. Like, what?
And I be trying to tell these girls, they like, oh, they talk that shit online. All right, sis, roll up. You about to find out what this Houston is about.
8:15
because they're mad and they're angry and it's hot. It's stupid.
I saw a girl. She's all of 5'2", maybe 125, trying to box a guard at Mary's. I was like, ma'am.
Oh no, it was the little under 5'5" punks that were trying to fight at Crockers that night, and then all of a sudden the tall bottoms got involved, and I was like, oh, it's about to get real ugly because they windmills. That's a reach, sister. That's a 60-inch ramp.
Was it inside or outside?
It went inside to outside. The actual fight from 2 weeks ago. It's all over Facebook. I had sent it to Jeff and them because they were like, what? It went from inside to outside. They were stomping the boy out. They were blocking people off, trying to let them do all the. It was bad. It was very disgusting in behavior. And it was like, this is why you don't see me outside. The girl was like, you never go out. Sweetie,
you can't really fight effectively across.
Sweetie, I'm about to get this.
Everything
this
is so
heat.
condensed.
Like I'm getting my gun
both
license.
inside and out. Like how are you fighting in like a?
I'm not doing no hands no more. I'm about to do metal because I'm like, y'all. I'm too old for that. Too old for that. Please. And I have a platform. I have to come back.
If we're doing hands, those come with sentences, and we got things to do.
And it better be some real. It better be some real stuff. You hear me? We better be arguing about something real.
For real.
Like,
I do not have time. Do not have the funds to
at all.
Nobody's Friday to Tuesday. We not
the funds, because if we get arrested, oh bitch, who is paying for my bond? Oh no. See, that's why we're having now. See, we hold on.
Utilities is 100. Verizon is 100.
We gonna come back. I told y'all we was gonna talk today. Y'all don't realize getting arrested isn't cheap either. Like you actually got to go through some shit now, and then mind you, after being arrested, you got to go to court for that arrest and pay the court fee.
Correct.
Hire yourself a lawyer. Pay the lawyer.
If you get picked up on a Friday, you are there at least until Tuesday. Your weekend is there.
Don't get arrested on
the weekend. They will keep you until Tuesday for that smooth 9:45 arraignment.
And if you don't have that bond ready to go in Houston in general, that processing out is going to be about 11 to 12 hours. And I do know from experience.
Don't do it.
Please don't do it.
Away, honey.
Bitch,
don't do it.
Have you seen a water fountain and a motherfucking
toilet
jail?
Combination?
Have you seen what that water looks like, baby? When I say things are in there and they're alive, like creatures are moving in that water.
Y'all be watching Jocelyn and the other girls throwing hands. Those come with consequences. They got money to get out that stuff. We don't.
Literally sandwiches frozen in the center, oatmeal cream pies. You gonna be trading that for something, bitch? Like nah. Like please don't even. It ain't nothing worse than having someone ask you, "Are you gay or straight?" Dead ass. Like when you get up there, because then they gonna mark you with girl. Please, no. Nothing is ever worth. I watched some dude get beat up in holding because he was drunk and acting crazy. Mind you, a crackhead said right there. I was like, girl, what is my life coming to? Never again. Ain't been back again. I ain't been back since. So no, I'm not going to fight you for no reason. No, we're not going to get in an argument over nothing. I have to know that there are no cameras there and I can stunt on you. Other than that, now I ain't doing none of that. Say what you want, girl. You want. No way.
And that part, Jason, all of us are too pretty for prison. Can't do that. Can't do that.
But I was running with some knucklehead, and I had to defend myself, and unfortunately, it was also a hate crime on top of it, and I ended up winning that whole situation. But that was one of the worst experiences of my life. And I'd say when people be like, "Oh, I've been on," that's not cute, not one bit. I know you didn't shower.
Wait, and now you got to report it on that job application that you had it because you had a misdemeanor check.
See, now you in the other pile. Now you ain't got no job.
I can't relate to that. No job, and you still got to pay the fees.
Can't
you won't pay the fees. Guess where you going back to?
Can't relate to that. That's why you get a lawyer, bitch.
My dad calls it a poor tax. There are several poor taxes finagle in our American ass life, but one of them is jail. Fuck up your career opportunities, so you ain't got no money. Now you ain't got no money. Now you got to stay in there. You in there. You can't take care of your people. Like
DW, don't believe this. This is the real hood one right here. This is the Kool-Aid pack eating, no water necessary. Like I just want to taste the tartness of like powder. It's not even like fun dip. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like don't let him fool you. Ooh. Hog moss. Don't let him fool you, bitch. He's just over there, a little hizzy.
We are all young black men. We have had some experiences. Okay, we gonna leave it at that. We gonna leave it at that. That's it.
Yeah. So just sorry to run off on that. I beat mine because I had proof and witnesses for my situation, but it was some really weird shit. Being black and gay and getting arrested, honey. Be careful, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you that now because I had motherfuckers literally trying to do stuff just because they found out I was gay, and it was this whole situation. And when I had someone come to court, it was this. Oh, revolutionary moment. Oh, yeah, you're dropping. I know you're dropping all. Yep, get out of my face. Let me go about my business. But be careful because you never know where you're at and who you are. And, I got lucky that day. So, but yes, please watch.
You never know. You might be in a district with a judge that was appointed to your city is on some. I'm like, for real. Like, I'm so serious right now.
Oh, and my judge was one of them like, oh, why are we here? I was very happy with her. She said, why are we here? Like, oh, so they were coming for you. So do you want to? I remember it. Do you want to sue them? I remember that. And bitch, it was the. Do you want to sue them? I was like, might. So yeah. Listen, let's get back to it. Sorry, not really, because I have fun talking about stuff. Lady Caro, what do we think of "Don't Be Fooled by the Rocks That I Got"? Actually, this gives Britney Spears VMA.
Worn by someone else. Did Mimi Cherry wear this before?
Who?
Did who?
Mimi Cherry. So something like, I don't know why it remind me of her.
Why does that name sound familiar?
I don't know why either.
Let me go refill my cup.
Oh, that's not who I thought he was.
That was what he was probably intending, but you know.
Yes.
So you want to retry that so it actually sounds
hold on.
like.
How does that go again? Are you sure?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Mary Cherry.
There it is. Oh my gosh.
I forgot all of girl. Now you know.
We would like to continue. So let's continue.
Mary Cherry. Dracula.
Well, okay. So now that we're talking about somebody that actually would apply to, I don't know if this is in her budget either.
Maybe she got in her budget for house coat and slippers.
I'm like, Jamar, where is the robe? Where is the robe?
Where's the day old face?
It's in her bag, obviously.
I wonder if she'll come back for another like All Stars of Dracula.
You have to be.
Might as well.
I heard All Star placed in that sentence somewhere. You got to get out the gate to be an All Star at a minimum.
I mean, Nation never got out the stable, but she came back.
Dracula and Drag Race are two very different franchises. Who was she sent home?
Lady Caro?
No.
Nation?
Never mind, girl.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Something's happening. See what happens, Jamar, when you bring back the dead. Don't see what happens, bitch. You got to stay. I know. Listen. Let's get real focused.
This sounded way too. They were the same in my mind just then.
Hey, God bless all of them. I wish all of them well, and I never to speak again. So back to this. I thought it was interesting and okay, and I enjoyed it.
It's a chop.
CHOP.
What's on her fucking forehead?
She's a demon. Like, don't
that
you
makes
know?
it even worse. What demon? Okay, hold on. All the Buffy girls. This could have been a Buffy look. The demons that wore jeans in that series. This could have been a demon. I am gagged.
Oh my god, this is a compacted laugh for me. I can't do it. It did. This like cackling just ruined my life. I can't do it right now. I can't. Oh.
Wow.
Is Jiggly here? Hold on.
Jiggly is here. Hey,
where's my sister? Girl, are you ready for the camera? I want you to come up here, bitch. Hey, sister. We're about to talk about Philippines in a second.
Hey.
Who should go home and why?
At this point, everybody.
Or when they're doing Untucked, I always laugh at Moose Beach. At the end, every time she's like, Moose Beach. Okay, let's move forward. Nothing to see here. Christian Peralta is next.
It's what I expect.
I'm ready, girl. Okay, don't let me send you this link.
Come on, Jigs.
Let me send you the stream link, sister. Because we about to get to Philippines next. That's gonna be a cack.
It feels like it's not enough. Like, I want to see more fringe. Like, I want to see more, because it's almost like that Tina Turner look that Rue had and
it's the Bob Mackie.
Yeah, the Bob Mackie Tina Turner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to figure out where I have seen this before, and I think that's what I'm thinking of. Like we've seen this on another Drag Race episode, and I'm trying to remember what it is.
You saw it on Lux, Noir London. You saw it on Beyonce.
Yep.
On RuPaul.
Lux.
And Tina Turner.
Go ahead and watch these extended episodes of the season because I be forgetting.
Someone asked if we were going to review them.
What? Girl, review like 5.
Jamar said review like. It's just a lot of delusion came back into the conversation. Oh, Spice really went. No, she didn't. Stop it. Be quiet. It's okay. Let it go. Matraka is next. I actually like this a lot.
I think this is one of my
everything that Matraka's worn could go into a museum, as they say.
Mm-hmm. The Chola vibes are hot. I love the lattice work on this corset bodice number here. The open leg with the I'm like.
And like
I like
that shirt that she's kind of made something interesting. Like, yeah.
It's not all jeans. It's like, no, this is Levi's. This is part of like, this is a Levi's outfit. This would literally be like a plaid shirt and jeans, but instead I have now boomed it. So it's like an outfit that's been pulled. Yeah,
she does sew though, right?
She what? Yeah, well, she said she creates. She's not a sewer per se, but she does know how to create looks together and envision and then put them together in her mind. She said she wasn't the best sewer, but I'm like, I believe you made this over everybody else's work because this is actually something we've seen you do when you had to create a challenge before. So I'm like, I believe she had more work to do with it. I don't know. She was the most believable to me, but I thought she was fire. I was like, okay. Yeah. The hair is so cute.
I would like for her to wear.
And she took the makeup note and softened around her face and nose. Yes. Yeah. Come on, Matraka.
It's the chain that as a necklace, but it's attached to the earrings.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even realize it was attached. That's cool.
Like, that's fucking hot. Like, come on.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
She's got the face, the little gloves.
Okay, listen, y'all. We're wrapping up Mexico, and we're going to head over to the Philippines. We do have a guest coming in. I
always think about like the Street Fighter map, and it's like Philippines, and we're like,
okay. I'm sorry. That's my interpretation of what that sounded like whenever that happens. Never to be done again. Let's see here. I'm trying to get the Philippine stuff up here. Did all of y'all watch this episode? Because you should have.
I think so. This is the part 2, right?
Yeah, part 2, which was way. I liked part 1, but part 2 was motherfucking-taining. Shout out to OVCU next Tuesday. Clock, bitch.
I was like, this is only the first episode. This is
that part. And Untucked was a lot. I was like, okay.
I want to talk more about Untucked than the actual show.
Low key, we're gonna run through to the runway and then do Untucked because Untucked was kind of like an entire conversation. Jiggly, I see your name and no devices not connected, so I don't want to add you in just yet. So I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I got to see this one need to connect their mic cam before. So she's currently getting all that together now as we speak, and hopefully we'll have Jiggly in here in just a second. She is one of the judges on the show, so for the girls that like to try it. Right, so there it is. While Jiggly is coming in here, let's just talk about some of the entrances for the queens we're about to discuss today. First up is Dee Marie Holiday.
She is talking some shit. back to her when we talked about Untucked because she did something. It annoyed me a little bit, but she's gonna be great TV.
I don't like this look.
I was gonna just say, I was like,
look at it.
This don't make no sense to me. This don't make no sense.
Ooh, the Mariah Carey wig with the.
I'm just like, where are we going?
Something that Onyx would wear from España or something. I don't know.
Not even.
Is this Halloween Housewives reunion? I don't understand.
Yeah. If she went the route like don't waste too much on the entrance look. She didn't waste a dime.
There she go. Okay. All right. Here we go. No,
And if your chest gonna be out, draw on some fucking titties.
All right, Jiggly is getting, I see her camera now and mic together. She is ready to go. There may be a little latency and delay, so just preparing ourselves for that here. Oh, let me do my intros. Ooh. Listen, coming all the way from season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race to an all-star season I still feel she was robbed on, to now a judge on Drag Race Philippines for a second season. Also, please never forget of the time and effort on polls. Get it there. The resume stands clear. It is Miss Jiggly Caliente.
Come on in the car.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey.
yeah.
Well, I'm on a cab home. I just got finished with a gig.
As you
So I
should.
was like,
Right.
and it's hot
Jiggly.
as shit here in New York, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're in New York City. Okay, work.
It's
work.
hot in New York. Damn, that's not something like
Yes. It's 86
Turning up.
degrees.
Listen, I want to go ahead and just do this real quick while Jiggly is here and we got her because we did talk a little bit about this episode. Let's pull up this judges panel real quick. Let's push on through.
There's so much shadier on this episode.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
We were thankful. Jiggly, I want to know what was your thoughts when OV See You Next Tuesday clocked Baruchka Salt in front of y'all as judges, like what that was. Like, bitch, like, excuse
You
me?
didn't see my reaction. I was literally hollering. I was like, no, she didn't. Like, I was living for every single second of it. I know I shouldn't. Like, for me, it's like an audacity to just be like, turn around, bitch, show them that there's a hole in your dress. I was like, damn. I was like, that was a very gutsy move. I was like, you better do it.
Did we see the hole in her runway? Did we see it? Or did they? I don't even remember when it.
The thing is, what people don't realize is Ovi is a stylist in the Philippines. So before Ovi became like a drag queen or like outside of drag, Ovi styled celebrities in the Philippines. So, and fashion shoots and stuff like that. So Ovi has the knowledge and knows all of these designers in the Philippines. So that's why Ovi was like clocking people who was like, oh, that's a pullout. That's not yours. I was like, damn, girl. Just clocked like after watching that episode, like missing clock Astrid, poor like you didn't have to clock him right away.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as she walked in the door, she said, oh, that's a pull out.
Like,
Well, because the thing is, like in the Philippines, it's not out of it's not out of the ordinary for queens and like people to like, because it's such a small community. So if it fits, it fits. Like if it fits a drag queen, it'll fit a drag queen. But if it fits like a celebrity, if it's a celebrity, usually they're made for celebrities first. And then like if it's up to the celebrity if they want to keep it or not or whatever, or however they figure it out. But yeah. So it is what it is.
Listen, Jiggly, I know we talked about it because Astrid had like a really big, tough breakdown when they were eliminated. You know, for y'all as judges hearing that, because she didn't leave the stage immediately. Like, what was that feeling like?
I felt so bad because it was like when the way she cried, it was like she felt so defeated. And I felt bad because it was like, and then hearing the story of what happened with her look, like, so she had another look planned for this runway, but the designer, when it was time for her to get the to pick it up, completely ghosted her. So then she had to just like call a friend of a friend of a friend to see if they could get her an outfit that's fringe. And when they did, it wasn't what she got wasn't completely the look.
Yeah.
But it didn't, like, so when she posted the real look that she would have done, I was like, damn. But I mean, like, in my head, I'm like, girl, your performance still would have gotten you.
Speaking of which, okay, now that you're also here for this, y'all forgive me, I'm making this a Jiggly look like tell us the real tea time. The two performances, you sat through both, I'm sure the same day.
No, it's not. It's literally 2 different days.
What? So they had to keep their clothes on or change and
get back to their clothes? They didn't keep the clothes on. They just were like, they just had to bring it. Like, they were like, just get back in like the in your looks.
Okay, it felt like the same day. It was a lot of work.
No, it was literally the next day.
So the first performance or the second performance, Jiggly?
For me, see, this is the thing. I liked the energy that the second group gave, even though they were so chaotic at the end.
Oof.
But my favorite verses are in the first group. I would have loved if Tiny was able to perform her verse correctly, because I really liked her part and like the vocal was great, and like if she would have just performed it the way I envisioned, the way she probably would perform it now, it would be so much better. And Jade.
Oh, I love Jade.
Like Arizona's, so I liked Arizona's because it was fun. It was so stupid, it was fun.
They clocked you in Khaled Karen here after Varushka's performance.
Oh, baby.
You're
baby. The whole time I was like, this bitch don't know a lick of this song, nothing. Not one fucking lick. I'm like, you wrote this. You should know this fucking song. That's the sad part. Hold on 1 second. I'm on the next box, sir. Just drop me off in the corner, please.
You take care of her.
Either or. Yeah, this is fine.
That's that Alyssa Edwards.
1 second, let me take
no, not one word to a song.
Okay, bro.
That Alyssa Edwards track.
I'm ready to get into the beady and captivating cat tea.
Oh yeah, I want to know that too. I'm gonna wait for Jiggly to get back camera. Let's talk about these looks though. Fringe with benefits is the category here. We do have now a backstory on Astrid's look, but
okay.
I mean, what was she gave us good old nasty lip sync on her way out.
You what?
She gave us a lip sync on her way out.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, Jamar, I forget you're a Christina Aguilera fan, so I have to remind myself of what your cap of entertainment is.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm gonna talk about your demon throat, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna do it every time.
You know, actually, as I look at this, I feel like if she had put some body on it, it actually wouldn't look as bad as it does.
Yeah, it needed something. It would have been a little bit better. Hold on, Jiggly. What you saying, baby?
She was padded.
I'm sorry, what?
She need more.
She was padded. She just wasn't. So, okay. So in the Philippines, padding isn't, the girls don't pad like they do here in the U.S. Like the body standard in the Philippines is like those girls in Blackpink. So it's not all about the Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, body yada yadas.
It says slim.
It says slim. A little hip. Most Asian girls are built like rails, bitch. So these girls aren't trying to be body yaddy like that.
That's right, Jiggly. That's right. Listen, okay. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got Jiggly Caliente here. We're going to Dee Marie Holiday.
Oh, baby.
Cultural context matters. So yeah,
that part.
Let me sit down for a second. Just sit down right here in front of my building.
I don't like it.
So yeah.
Do I know that building? Do you live in Dykeman?
No, I live in Queens.
Oh.
Blake?
So all the buildings in New York look the same.
They do.
All red
They do
buildings.
look the same.
I'm like, Blake, would you like to dox her now or later? Like,
Although Blake, those do like houses in Dykeman. I can't even drag you for that.
Blake was about to go open his window, say, bitch. No, I'm playing.
Can you imagine?
I've been to several Dykeman homes.
I kind of can't imagine that happening, but I like the fringe. I didn't care for the Kate, even though I got what she did it for, and she's Christmas is her thing.
What in the heck?
I'm not buying it either.
It was.
I'm gonna say no.
And then I was like, ooh, and then the shoe, I was like, yeah. So my pet peeve is a gown that, like, if I could see your shoe like that, I'm like, There's something about those like stripper like pageant shoes, and I'm just like, it drives me crazy. That because I think in the Philippines, like pageant girls or whatever, when they have to wear evening gown, they want to look taller. Most Filipino women, the average Filipino woman is 5'4", 5'5", maybe shorter. So they wear heels like that to kind of elongate themselves.
It's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah, it's not. Even like I tell the girls all the time, like, I would rather you guys look your height than to it just, for me, just doesn't, I don't know. And that's also how you can tell it's a pull out, because if it's for a model, it's usually for a taller girl. So some of these girls aren't that tall, so they wear the high like hooker shoes.
Clock,
I'm not gonna clock some of the girls from last season.
Oh,
Those shoes.
I can think of 3. Those shoes. One of my favorite things to ever come out of church.
And that was
It clearly
the
wasn't
first
Princess.
episode.
Princess shoes were so ugly.
Okay, Bernie, I loved.
This is the one.
And this was a gag.
This is the one.
She said, "Oh, you want French?"
That's what I'm talking about, babe.
She lived her Victoria's Secret French fantasy on this song.
Loved it.
And the cool thing about it is, like, so when we're like the second, the Drag Race girl, like, we do the runway twice. So on the second go, and we're talking, and I literally said,
See,
I was like, ooh, she could be a Victoria's Secret
Angel.
like, angel. This bitch goes, yeah, and I'm like, you stupid bitch.
They put up court. Look, Jiggly, it has y'all's playback here because it even says in the next.
Yeah,
she talks back. She talks back. That's what we like.
Yeah, I honestly, I love when the girls, because it just shows that they're feeling the fantasy. They're feeling themselves. I want them to have a good time in the runway. You know what I mean? Like, you're showcasing your art, so you should have a good time doing it. And that's what I wanted them to do. So that's why sometimes I play around with them. I tell them a joke or two. And yeah.
Look at you. Look at that. That's payroll. That's payroll, kids. Okay, look at that. I tell a joke or two. That's panel realties, honey. Okay.
And the thing too, even her hair is also fringe, because it's also made out of the tinsel.
Oh yeah, head to toe.
So she was just like, okay. She was like, I'm giving you all kinds of fringe.
She's in my top 4. I love her. Like,
Love her.
Storyline, everything about her. She doesn't seem like she's for the shits like Blacktivating Cat is. So, Jiggly, I love that smile. It's great, babe.
I've always said it. I was like, I don't condone any of that stuff. I don't tolerate it. It's just.
We good. We talked.
This is the thing. This is the difficult situation about that. Like outside of the U.S. or in Western world, blackface is. It's not that it's black. It's not considered blackface, but I know where it stems from. Being from over here and being educated from here, so I get it. But I don't think the rest of the world wants to understand it because they haven't lived through it. Even though technically, I'm like, Filipinos should realize how we were portrayed in the 1920s when we were brought here.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were like, it's basically the same kind of drawing, but
they were doing brown face. Yep, they were.
So it's like,
it's lots of context to it.
It is, and I feel bad. I just hope that the newer generation of the Filipinos understand that where it stems and the problem of it. So hopefully it just gets to the older kids.
Thank you so much, Jiggly. That was a great answer. It was a good answer.
It's not an answer. It's just, how I feel about that.
No, we talked. We're good. So, Hannah Beshi, I want three things done differently with this, but I actually kind of liked it. I hated she was holding the bucket the whole time. And I wish it was a fascinator that was pouring the noodles on her. But
cool.
I still liked it. I was like, okay, I know that cup of noodles.
The concept is great, but I just feel like, it should have been more.
Yep. It's more noodles on an actual cup of noodles than it is on this.
Yeah, it's definitely giving me that my plate is. I picked at my food a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So like, ooh.
I can see she tried to do like the spice pack in there, and like there are like some pieces of carrots that
bitch,
go all the way.
The way I would have had spice packs as a fascinator, bitch, with child. I was thinking so many
spice pack as a purse.
Yes, there you go, a spice pack, a bitch, shrimp flavored, right there. Boom.
You know what I mean? Like it would have been. But again, like I'm not her. It's like everybody takes their interpretation of it as what it is. I wish there was noodles on the boots.
I wish those tights didn't exist.
Yeah, those don't look nice at all.
Okay.
And then, like, does she not have
the color?
Look, I will tell you now, the Filipino drag queens, they love these shiny ass tights. I do not know why. They fucking live for them.
Everybody's a figure skater, apparently.
If they're not wearing these shiny ass tights, they're bare legged. You get one or the other.
One or the other, baby. Oh, this was everything.
How did she put that on? Like, what is that?
It's a
whole. I thought she had to put it back
on. The balete tree in the Philippines is like this haunted tree, and apparently it's also being haunted by a woman that was killed on the tree. So it's really dark, the story of that.
Yeah, it's like this fig tree that's haunted. I looked this up, Jiggly, afterwards because I was so enamored with the look. And the folklore, Jamar, could be a horror movie. It needs to be.
Is it not?
There's a horror movie in the Philippines for it.
Okay, there you go. In the Philippines, I think if like say Sam Raimi or whatever his name is, the guy from horror. I think if he got a hold of this, bitch. Yeah, I liked it. That was cool.
She did.
Oh, I know who's next.
Has this never been referenced on Dragula before?
Who?
No, because that's Filipino folklore. I don't know how many people.
Hoso's also Korean, so she didn't do that one.
And, all our cultures have every kind of folklore. It's like here and there. Any way to scare a kid at this point.
American folklore is that racism doesn't exist.
That's only scary for her.
And the Pilgrims and the Indians shared food together.
Apparently, they think also that trans kids are getting surgery at 5 years old. Bitch, why?
Oh, get ready. We're gonna
we
get
got there yet, but
we we gonna get Bubba Gump. We gonna get him. Don't worry about it.
I just
It's just words mean things.
Oh my god!
Like I'm so mad that Face came back into our life. But yes, Verushka levels. Like Jiggly, I know you know the story behind this. I wonder if Mama Pow had shifted in her seat.
Baby, the thing is, like, so we all lived for this look. The thing is, the way she explained it was like it's hers. That's when Paolo corrected. He was like, but we saw that already. And what people don't, I guess, like the Western audience, or what most people don't know is Paolo is one of like a consultant for the Miss Universe girls. So any of those looks, gowns, national costumes, Paolo's part of like the collective that kind of like foresee these things before it goes, like oversee these things before it goes to like the national level.
Mm-hmm.
So Paolo knows about girls who wear this because Paolo designs a lot of these looks for what do you call this, for these pageants. Like I know he did one, it was called the Tikbalang, which is like the horse folklore in the Philippines. It was huge. And he did one also of a doll that a queen borrowed and used it on Drag Den. So that's how, you know, like that's why Paolo knows all this stuff. And I'm like, ooh. And I didn't even realize it because I'm like only really a Miss Universe fan, not all the other pageants. So when Paolo clocked it, I said,
but I've seen it before.
Is it like head to toe, or did she change anything? Like it's a copy and paste.
She changed the stock.
That part.
Paolo's very like, we're getting a lot more critical this season. So it's like, you can't say stuff like that and be like, wait, no, that's not yours. So.
Because she said she would make, didn't someone say they love the dress? She's like, oh, I'll make one for you or something.
Yes.
Like that. Girl, Ovi was, oh, that pissed. Like, I know you didn't just say, what?
Not for.
Well, I will say this, though. It's like, even if it was a pullout or not, it's a beautiful costume.
It is.
It's a beautiful look. So, just because it was rented, and there's no rule on Drag Race where you can't rent a look or a costume. So it is like, well, we can't just like penalize her.
Yeah, it's
and reprimand her if it's like that's not a thing. Like even in the US franchise, the girls borrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be borrowing for sure.
We've seen Willem's closet on every season since season 3.
Even, I'll admit it, on All Stars, the earrings that I was wearing on my confessional is Willem's. I had a few wigs that was borrowed from Willem. I had I think so, yeah, accessories that I borrowed from Willem that I was supposed to use for All Stars. It's like, girl, we all borrow from each other, mainly for like the big stuff like All Stars. Yeah, we needed to.
Not Willem being on every season of Drag Race still.
But not big, right.
And that's how they're haunting RuPaul.
No comment.
I remember Willem talking about having a sign-out sheet so he knows what girl has what.
Oh, yeah. There is a sign-out sheet. The sign-out sheet is literally on the side of the stairs.
I know that's right.
Oh, goodness. Untucked was a lot. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Verushka has a lot of energy in her confessionals, and it pisses me off a little bit. It's like you read behind their back, but in their face, you're acting like they're doing too much.
Okay, like we haven't seen American Girls do that. We know. Look, I will say this. I hate to say it.
This week.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Please tip Matty extra for this week because of my mouth.
I'm broken. I'm broken. Wait, you heard Jiggly say was maggots, which is a grub that is in the earth. So if YouTube is listening to this again, that was maggots. Yeah, because we were talking about Lion King.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Because Pumbaa was eating. There was no word that started with an F. I didn't hear it. Did you? Did any of y'all hear it? I didn't hear it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know exactly. Okay, great. That's lovely. Hey, Valerie. What's up to Valerie Vision?
Hello.
Give her a shout out. I don't. But I'm glad you do. But shout out to Valerie.
What?
Yeah, Barushka's on my nerves, child.
See, the thing is like, we've seen characters like Barushka on a lot of reality television.
She'll be entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining, but like, there has to be a story. You know what I mean? Like, people aren't like that for no reason.
I heard it too.
See, I can't read that. I have no contacts on.
Yeah, well, no, Jiggly said baguettes, which is bread.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, she said it too. She said it too.
I was like singing the part from the opening of Beauty and the Beast.
There you go. Listen. She called Ovi a stray dog in the streets. I was like, well,
oh my God. But I was like, I'm just glad that people are getting to know these girls more. And I want you like to, please follow them. And like their stories are all like really cool. Like Astrid is like a cheerleader. You know what I mean? Like she was part of like one of the college's like cheerleading team.
Mm-hmm.
So she's legit actually can like stunt. But it was just like, that's why I said it on the show. Like, a stunt is great, but do it on beat. Do it on the damn beat. And like, do it because it accents the performance. It's sad when girls do all these stunts and it's like, girl, you just look desperate. It doesn't look cool.
Every
it just
time.
looks desperate.
Every time, girl.
I feel bad because it's like, it doesn't make the performance better. I feel bad sometimes when the girls are doing that. It's like, one, you either don't know the song.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my biggest gripes about Lip Sync for Your Life here in America. Because like a girl will give you several stunts, but it's like, I didn't feel the song. I don't know that you know the words. You're not commanding an audience, but you didn't gave us a triple axel. Like that's cute or whatever, but like emote, like make me believe that like something is happening right now,
I think also why because I know Karen and Paolo tell me all the time, they're like, when the judging for Lip Sync for Your Life, and actually a lot of the girls, when they're doing Lip Sync for Their Life, they're not looking at Paolo, they're looking at me. It's like, I don't get it. And I was like, I'm not the one that makes the decision, it's Paolo. I mean, all of us, but like Paolo's the main one. So it was like, what? Don't look at me. But I guess they value my opinion, which is cool. But yeah, I always try to be really fair because, child, if you don't know the words, bitch, I'm getting you together.
I mean, it's the basics. And we saw a lot of non-lip syncing, including this lip sync that happened over here. There were several points where I watched people, because they wanted to do a stunt, stop what they were doing here and focused on the trick. It's like, and that happened in Down Under with Rita Menu. Every single lip sync, I watched her stop a whole long note and go, all right, I'm about to do a split. What are you doing? Like, you could do two things at once. I do feel bad for Astrid and I hope she's doing well and okay.
She's better now. I speak to the girl, so she's cool.
Valerie, when we doing round 2, bitch? You want to do Philippines? You want to do Philippines, sister? When do you want to do round 2? Better yet, when do you want to come over here on the panel, sister? Give me a good Sunday for you. We can have you up here one of these days. I want to get into hot topics. Do y'all want to get into hot topics? Because low key,
oh Lord, let me get some water.
Down Under's runway was 2 Aaliyahs.
No, it wasn't.
Damn.
No, it wasn't. That was
it wasn't Aaliyah. I love all the franchises, but don't do that. So don't disrespect Aaliyah like that. I fucking
Hollywood had a better Aaliyah. Hollywood had a better Aaliyah.
No, she didn't. That was bitch. I didn't have a costume, and I had something that I could make. I could tell you that this is what that was, but that's not what this actually is.
And I read the Queen of the Damn book, so no, that's not even a description of the look. No, 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 no. I love her. I love them, but no, absolutely not.
Maybe Hollywood could have said, "I'm Satine from Moulin Rouge," and you'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have rather that. I would have rather that.
Oh my God, not
No shade.
Valerie, we'll talk, bitch. Okay, so there you go. Valerie said it. We'll hold you to it.
All right, I'm gonna have to leave, but I am going to watch the rest of this when I get back to the apartment. Love you guys.
Love you, Jiggly. Changing the thumbnail. Thanks, babe. Y'all give Jiggly Caliente some love. She came over here and dropped something in my lap, and I pray to God I have a channel after this. All right, let's continue. It wasn't said maliciously. So there you go. She did say a lot of baguettes. A lot of baguettes.
I love a fresh baguette.
I do too. Like a long French one. Yes. You know, it's
butter.
Mm-hmm. Honey butter. Yeah, very that. Thank you. Jada Essence Hall did Aaliyah justice. IMC. I agree with you here. I'm gonna have to change the hot topic list. Crash. Here's your extra LMAO. Thank you for the tip. I need a moment to breathe after this panel. Like, do I even monetize the video?
Yeah, girl. You do exactly. You do that.
To be honest, there is a video where that has happened with our sister, and that is monetized. So, like, y'all go back in the archive. They've I don't know what's going on lately, but like they've done it before. So who do we drag first? Let me pick up I'll just pick a picture and we'll just go from there. That's cool. Let's do, I think this is appropriate because we just saw Cat. So I think this one will be the appropriate one to do. Let's get this in here. Hold on. Ooh, it's a lot of dark on my screen. Give me a second. Ooh. Ooh. Rosewood energy, baby.
Oh, well, oh man.
Woo! I feel Jay-Z and Missy Elliott about to drop a new song kind of energy. Woo! My goodness. All right. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta starts next week. But this image, along with others, has caused a stir on the internet.
I'm probably the voice of dissent, but I didn't read this as blackface because she looks like a woman from Florida to me.
From where?
From Florida. Like I've seen this white woman before. Like, I was like, I get what you're doing. It's in poor taste, but I didn't think of it as blackface.
To be honest, I didn't either, but I also knew still in the same exactly. Yeah. So it was like, I know what you wanted to do, but why that specific color with the coffee? Like
with the coffee, that's it though. With the coffee,
how does the coffee make it blacker? I feel like the coffee, if anything, makes it. She looks like a basic tan white woman. Like with the coffee.
She looks like Raven. If we're gonna be honest,
she does.
She does.
Well, same lips too.
I don't know how the coffee makes it any worse.
No, for me, it was the color lines is like I was trying to base it off of the coffee color to what my skin color would be. And so I understood she wasn't doing blackface. It was just the fact that I already saw that character being used and they looked a different color. And then when I saw it used like this time, because go back, she did this character before. It wasn't as dark. So it was like, oh, okay. Like I got this just seemed really black. Brown. It was kind of weird, and it was kind of it gives those white women that tan to look black and get black men but hate black women kind of energy. And I know that's not what she meant though, but a lot of queens, Mayhem Miller and some others, right. So that was the one that was mom had to do a live because apparently she was getting attacked for making a statement as a black person about how something it made them feel, and all of a sudden it was like, okay, y'all, listen.
Listen, leave Mayhem alone. Y'all take any opportunity to be all of the girls' cop. Leave her alone.
I do want to show Pearl's like statement about this, so we're fair in this situation, and we're not like, oh, you're just looking at a photo. But this is what they had to say via a story after deleting said post. It's centered, so you should know this is serious. It's not left to right fonted. All right. The character I posted this morning was not meant to resemble any other background other than my own. She's platinum blonde, blue eyes, and meant to have 2000s Britney-esque tan. I'm going to tell you right now, Pearl, Britney was never that brown.
She was never that color. Especially not during the 2000s.
Paris Hilton?
Maybe.
Possibly, yes. But
Lindsay,
Britney?
absolutely.
I was like, Britney ain't never been.
Christina Aguilera and been right there.
Like Britney's father wouldn't allow her to get that dark. Girl. I've been telling you, you've been crying. You need somebody to talk to. I'm sorry. I don't know why I want Beyonce to sing that at the concert. But yeah, I certainly didn't mean to hurt anyone and will refrain from using any kind of tan at all when creating characters in the future. I'm remove the post as to not continue to defend people. So I'm glad they removed the post. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I understand that a lot of folks had things to say. I don't want to go out of my way and be like, Pearl's a racist.
I don't even think it's that.
I didn't even say that. One person tried to come for me in my like comment section with the, you all make this a bigger deal. And I knew when they said you were referring to black people.
I think this is a situation. This was just a bad decision.
Yeah.
This reads to me like Pearl is very creative and be doing all kind of stuff. I do think there's something to be said that if there was a possibility that it could read this way and she still chose that action, we could talk about that. But I don't think this is as chaotic as people.
She didn't think this through.
She didn't think this through. But it's like, you know the times that we live in. You know our political climate right now. You know the conversations that are happening on and offline. I would have opted to not do this for the sake of that. But hey, I don't think she thought this through. I won't
use that term for her, and I'm not going to. I think it was a bad decision, and it wasn't. Somebody needs a social media manager apparently.
Get your team to help you out.
One of my favorite moments of Real Housewives history. Get your team to help you out. Fix that face. Fix your body. Matty, your husband, Queen Kong. No, husband? No, listen, Queen Kong is in a full relationship. Don't do that. Was dragging on Twitter. Me and Queen Kong talk weekly. So shout out to Queen Kong. That's my sister. Homogenic. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were dragging, but I believe them if it happened. We got another super chat up in here. I think I missed one too. I want to make sure I get to it. Gregory Jean-Baptiste. If there was a little orange tint, it wouldn't have given off the vibe of blackface. Correct. I wouldn't have said anything or reposted. I wouldn't have even done it. Ryla, thank you. I'm almost Mrs. Baby. Down under runway giving Spirit Halloween because Bump of Love shouldn't have been in the top T.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I was like, this lady literally was herself with a tattoo on her forehead, came out in the worst representation of Aaliyah since Wendy Williams got a hold of that movie.
How did you feel about Floor's performance?
I kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was a little funny, I thought they were
going to give a double win. I really thought they were going to give a double win.
I want to ask y'all's opinion about the Yzma look because people were saying it needed more feathers. I still thought it was kind of
really needed more feathers. It really needed more feathers.
It needed more feathers.
If this is drag, we need 10 feathers.
It was cute, but we needed more.
Bio Miss Flores, in my light bright opinion, hi fellow light bright, I think in this day and age of blackfishing, it isn't just about minstrelsy. Why do I feel like that belongs in another
decade?
But okay. That's why when it didn't feel I was like, wait, are we talking about another?
We're talking about the Shirley Temple era. Through maybe like
I'm a good chick. Shut up, Joe. Go use the bathroom out. But non-black people making their skin brown and black and tanning culture is anti-black, in my opinion.
I hear that. That is a conversation.
That's a deep one to go down.
That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut that's probably not well versed for this particular avenue.
Yes,
but I see the pathway. I see it.
Because that has a lot of if-then situations,
Correct.
and if they are in this,
correct.
It's very
anti-blackness. It would be an offshoot of capital R and capital W.
Because not every person that's white that tans can be. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, but it'd be the ones who you would see looking like a brown paper bag saying the N-word at somebody's lineup, and you're like, what's going on here? But they listen to rap music and they only want to do. That's when you start having those conversations like, oh, you love black culture, but you don't like black people. We'll go there, but not today. But speaking of, justice being served, and I hate that we had this conversation and then bring up this. This man from Florida, whose name I believe is Luke, who was on Big Brother for less than, I think, 48 hours. like I don't even know how many days before even before the first eviction.
Before the elimination. Wait, the girls were gagged because they were like, and the elimination is still happening. They
were already trying to send home Miss Beautiful Black third person who we were all like rooting for because she gives Taylor energy. Shout out to Taylor Mack for the show. Sorry, Taylor Hale.
I thought this was like mid-season, and he's like,
no, they've been there for 2 days.
2 days.
They just trying to remember each other's names.
Like literally. Wow. And he flips out the N-word when he's describing the room of a black person who is in a competition with. They're in the N-words.
He had to walk in the room and engage with them not 10 seconds after this happened.
It's like, what's happening? Like, and I don't want to say he's from Florida. 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 Florida. Yep. Y'all know what y'all are. Not all of y'all, but you know what I'm talking about. Because trust me, when I went to a little this beach, Panama City Beach or something like that, PCB, whatever over there.
Can we give some shine to Cassandra, please?
Where is Cassandra at? I was like, who on the cast is Cassandra?
Who is Cassandra?
Hey, Cassandra. Yes, history teacher here. Anti-blackness is so interwoven in our society, and non-black people are largely ignorant of it. So their first reaction is defensive. No excuses, though. We all got internet. And see, that defensiveness is the thing that I always have the hardest time with, because that Cassandra, that defensiveness, that's in my chat when we have these conversations about black issues. And a lot of y'all in my chat now, I'm telling the truth. A lot of it is, wow, so now y'all are racist. You have missed the point of the conversation by deflecting it and turning it into something that actually it was about. And so I appreciate that, the Cassandra, because I did have African American studies as a minor in college, and I learned a lot. I feel a little too much, like scarred kind of shit. Like our teacher brought in the tools used in slavery one day and sat it down.
I would say to be black and relatively conscious is to be in a constant state of rage.
So my whole thing is we witnessed an entire season of microaggressions, full aggressions, passive aggressions, all towards a black woman, including from a black man on a previous season of Big Brother. They've also gone through many seasons of Big Brother where this N-word has been used and no punishments have been given. So I am appreciative that CBS is holding this, I guess, person accountable, but I almost feel like, okay, yeah, but still, you should have background checked all of this.
They said that they did,
and there was nothing that indicated that. Like
they said in the casting process, they're like, we go through people's stuff, and you never know what somebody's gonna give you on the camera.
That's true. I guess that is.
If I could spit in your face, sir, I would. But then again, that'd be too good for you.
So I'm excited. I'm gonna watch this season. I'm back in my big brother bag. It's hard to say that. And if y'all see me disappear for a couple months, well, I can't say y'all know where I'm at that point.
I'm waiting for at least the 5-week mark, because that's what I did with Taylor's season, and then I jumped in that way. I needed to binge it through to get like really obsessed with it. I will say, who was my bald-headed sister on the show who I actually like every fucking
the auntie? I love her. She's always cleaning something.
It's her telling them what they need for the house.
Spices. She's some Lawry's.
She's like, Lowry. She said, Tony's. I was like, yes. We
Yeah,
get
some
Tony's.
to slap your mama.
I was like, okay.
Mrs. Banks don't work. I don't need her. I need
Felicia. Yeah. I'm like, I know this
her.
woman. I'm here for her. She's my spirit. Our last hot topic of the day, least hot topic of the day. I want to use the right photos first before I post a statement, because I am going to post a statement.
I hope that you're finding the photos that I'm thinking of circa 2007.
Oh, please don't.
Please.
Oh,
I hope those are the ones you were using.
I just can't stop. No.
Those words
I just
from his mouth,
stop.
and I immediately thank you. The audacity for you to fix your mouth.
Listen, Dark Queen Duck has entered the chat again. Apparently, listen, NEYO's had some statements to make via a non-essential media company to talk about parenting in the current day and age right now. And with parenting, how people have sort of lost, their way. And the first thing he says, after saying the parents has lost their way, he brings up trans children and how these parents today aren't being real parents by allowing their child to make decisions. And the way he actually acted it out with my child comes to me and asks that. Hell no, I'm not going to let them do all that. I'm trying to protect my child, because now all of a sudden they don't know how to make certain decisions for themselves in reference for this. Now, being trans is definitely a hot topic, as well as transitioning the process of that in terms of the psychological and physical toll it can take on a person. But a lot of people have not gone through nor have studied anything to do with transitioning and being trans, but have a lot of takes on it. Now, I want to post something here so that we have some more context to this situation, because he had to make a statement on Instagram, and then he had to go live in a black and white filter, which lets you know that's an insecure man. I almost wanted to use the word that Jiggly used earlier. Yes, but baguette. Yes. Let's remind ourselves, this man was accused of being a part of the family, and the girls were talking about him back in the gap. It's really weird that all of a sudden this is the take. Like,
I never stopped believing it. It was never a rumor.
So
it's giving public secret.
So, okay, this blank is getting out of hand. From the horse's mouth, I will not be bullied into apologizing, even though you did, for having an opinion. Agreeing to disagree is not a declaration of war. Lord knows I ain't perfect. I made my mistakes indeed, and I've apologized to the people I've hurt for those mistakes, meaning that you have trans people in your life that you clearly disregarded in that moment and then started to make really ignorant comments. So apparently you apologizing to them is enough. Continuing. I couldn't cast a stone if I wanted to, which I don't. But you did, and I haven't. But you did. My intention is never to offend anybody. But my opinion is mine, and I'm entitled to it. I don't care what y'all do with yours. That's yours. Thank you, NEYO. This is how I feel. If one of my 7 kids were decided that he or she wanted to be something other than what they were born as, once they're old enough and mature enough to make that decision, so be it. Not going to love them any less. Daddy is still daddy, and he loves you regardless.
So you're going to make your child suffer for 11 years until...
But this isn't even a discussion. Hold on. But this isn't even a discussion until they are mentally mature enough to have such a discussion. Period. Point blank. Whatever. Y'all do what you do. I'm gonna do me, and we can agree to disagree and coexist peacefully. You shouldn't be back in the limelight at all. That I'll just leave that there. But
keep producing. Stay in the back, girl. Go in the back.
I think this is a conversation to have, because as queer people who are all childless, we actually don't have the experience of what child rearing would be like. And so I think we know what we would want to do and what we would expect that we would do if our child had these conversations, but that's because we have a different type of lived experience. And so I can understand a heterosexual person. If you're wanting to do this later, fine, but think about it first. I think that negates the fact that most trans individuals that I know, at least, have known from a very early age that they were born as something other than what they are. Whereas we as gay men may have known from a very early age that while I may be feminine, I don't actually want to be a woman. Or while I may possess some of these characteristics, I don't want to do that. And so I think hetero parents miss that part of things, right? That there's a clearer understanding at a young age, and they do what they do hoping to protect children, but actually hurting children. So I don't think he's being malicious, but I don't think he's fully aware of what he's doing.
And how and who is receiving his message and taking it as an ammunition for certain other levels of transphobia. That is my issue.
Right.
And to Blake's point, I want to give to Dooley, but to Blake's point, because I have to speak on this, as a child who knew his sexuality very early in my age, and my parents being fully aware of that, it was stunted throughout my entire growth to the point where it was, I can't say the word, but unalivable moments and very depressible moments because I couldn't be myself, and I'm being told I'm doing is wrong. I'm being punished. I'm being put in positions where it feels like I'm bad. I'm being threatened with conversion therapy. I'm being sent to boot camps to make me more butch. That's the problem with NEYO's whole statement, is that, yes, I can agree with y'all and you want to do what's best, but I'm going to put this on God. By the end of it all, they're going to resent you in some kind of way.
Correct.
They are not going to want to be anywhere near you. I am still struggling with my dad today to be in his presence because I still remember everything that we went through and all the things I could have done and been and all that. And you're not supposed to hold on to that, but you get by him again, and you get that feeling when something happens. So there it is. But okay, continue. I'm sorry.
So I have several things that I like, several issues that I have with this statement. I am not a parent, but I do have specialized training to support trans kids. Quite literally, in grad school, when I was training to be a therapist, I was the person that signed the letter to. It's
still an example, Pink Spirited. Don't do that. Do not take away my point or an opinion because that's extreme. There's more people dealing with that than just one person. Do not play that. Continue, Dooley. I'm sorry, I don't like that.
So I was the person that signed the letter to the state of New York giving support to a young person to transition. Yeah. I had to sit with a parent and their child for at minimum 6 months. And it's a very organized, regimented process. You have to it's mandated therapy. You have to sit with the therapist for X amount of time. And that can also change depending on what arises from that conversation. Both liabilities to the process, trying to get people mentally prepared for that. That's for you to get hormones. And then you have to sit in therapy on hormones for a certain amount of time before you can even be considered, and that's considered for any kind of physical alteration. Not everybody that goes through that process wants a physical alteration by the time that they get to the end. Some people, there's other ways that people choose to present. There's other options for folks. Put a pin in that. It is 100% easier to help somebody through that kind of situation as a young person. If you can catch their transness before puberty, it is a much easier, much more linear process, less hills, less bumps. It's an easier process for somebody to handle. Once puberty starts, you got to backtrack and undo before you can start doing.
And it depends on the state and the laws.
Correct. This is just in New York. The requirements for therapy, the timing of all that stuff is different, but it's not something that you can just do.
Because Texas, you can't do that up here.
Texas is different.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I hate when parents center parenting around themselves. As a parent, it's not. Yes, you should feel your oats and be able to make a judgment about like your skills, but like you saying that you are a good parent or crude or whatever, it's up to the child that you're parenting to determine whether you're a good parent or not.
I went there.
You should be checking in with your child and having conversations to help make that determine. Just because you spend a certain amount of money does not make you a good parent. Just because you go to a certain number of basketball games doesn't mean that you're a good parent. It's about teaching and preparing your child to have a fruitful life. It's to show up as a thoughtful, responsible young person so that they're a thoughtful young person adult.
trans person.
I'm gonna leave it there because I can
going
talk
through
about this. I have a
medical
lot of
cases in New York.
feelings about this from a mental health perspective.
Dooley is
I'm
speaking
gonna just leave it
100%
there.
facts. Well,
I'll just leave it there.
Sam agrees with you, Dooley. They say you didn't
you,
lie
Sam.
about not one thing as someone who is trans mass living in
Thousands of
reference to this.
hours with young trans kids and their parents trying to help them through this process and to get them prepared to like go on their journey. Like I experienced that.
And I want this to be clear to anybody who's going to misconstrue my feelings on this based off of my experience, because I saw it already happened. I'm not mad at you for whatever decisions you want to make or feel about how you want to raise your child. You do you. You do everything that you do. But don't come to me asking for sympathy or love or that kind of support if I know in my heart that what you're doing is something that is going to affect that child later. And you can make those decisions. Continue on. It's your house, not mine. But I'm going to feel some kind of way, especially as a lived experience of, if only they let me just be myself. If only I just had that moment just to know more about me and what I could be and all that kind of shit. I had to find out from strangers. So, yeah. Jamar, did you have any points and opinions on this?
Oh, yeah. And there's only mainly two things about this that I want to talk about. The first thing is I hate when this topic comes up and a lot of the parents' perspective is I'm protecting my child. And I feel like they mask homophobia and transphobia, and I'm protecting my child. I'm going to traumatize you for 15 or however many years that I determine until you're grown to allow you to make these decisions. We got to stop doing that. And then and attached to that point, they said, well, what if they make this lifelong decision and they change their mind? They can still do that. All you're supposed to do, whether they're transitioning, detransitioning, or somewhere in the middle, is to say, this is a safe space. You can do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt yourself or anybody around you. It should be that simple.
It should be.
But it's not.
So here's the thing that's really sad about this, Jamar, is that when that seems so simple, but then when something happens like a child because they're not able to be themselves and are being threatened or talked to or said no about the life they're trying to live, and they take their own unfortunate self out of the equation, and the parent then starts to blame everybody else.
I don't understand where this came from.
I'm gonna be real with you.
I put this on everything that I own. Sitting with them clients, the kids, phenomenal. The teachers, great. The other folk, supportive. It's always the fucking parents that cause the issues. Every single, I put that on all of my degrees. It's always the parents, because you have created an idealized version of what you think your kid is going to do and how it's going to be. And like, I understand that, like, you have hopes and dreams and aspirations for your young person, but understand, like, that's their life to live. And you have to allow some space for them to arise and to step out as the person that they want to be. It's always these parents with these crazy ideas of how something should be that they're willing to allow for their kid to unalive because of how things are.
And I've had to have that conversation literally all, like, I'm one of 10. Like, we've had to sit our dad down before and have that conversation because we all did different things. And he still tried to stress that even in our 20s and 30s. And we're like, you have got to let it go. Like, we're good. Everyone's good. Like, we like what we're doing. Nobody wanted to do this. Nobody wanted to do that. That's you. My father's going to work to the day he dies. We laughed about that the other day.
Lucas.
And I think this is I agree. I also think it's a very idealized conversation that queer men are having about what we believe would happen. And I think heterosexual folks will have very different, even people as open as we would want them to be. Like, I wonder what the conversation between Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade was like when Zaya was like, I want to do this, right? Like, as a parent, I imagine there are things that are going to happen to my child as a virtue of them doing this that I'm trying to prevent, as much as I want them to be themselves. And I think I would love to hear what a heterosexual person who has parented a trans child has gone through.
That parented a trans child. Like, we have to caveat that. But I agree to Blake's point in a sense too, as well as that, you know, I am not a heterosexual. I have no desire for the poom poom, like none of that, right? And so you can tell me on your basis of how you feel about gay people and gay men and their opinions on things like this, that we have no stake in this conversation. because we're not either procreating or they're not, you know what I'm saying? You can feel that. I'm cool with you having that opinion, but I'm also going to be, telling you that that child is mad at you. If they're sad, if, you're telling them no's and all this, and you're wondering what the hell is going on. I'm like, you're not really thinking. You're not really asking those questions. You're not trying to figure out your baby. I wish my dad was more inquisitive with those moments. Instead, his version of gay was the AIDS crisis.
And something else that's irritating is like they'll say that trans people, you're pushing gender and sexuality on our children, but those will be the same people that same 5-year-old will go to school, make a friend that's a female, and now that's their little girlfriend or their little boyfriend. But you don't want to push sexuality and gender on your kids, but yet.
You gonna praise them when they have babies, when they're babies, because they're procreating, and God said, "Spread that seed through the." You want to bring scripture into this?
There's just holes in every piece of logic that they have. It just never holds tight anywhere.
I got a lot of super chats to hit here. I appreciate y'all who did. I wanted to make sure everybody got points across because both I know Blake can speak on this in reference for what he does for Lip and Dooley in reference to that. Both me and Jamar have our own takes on this. I understand that there are some people who are straight that have watched this show. This is not meant to alienate you, especially if you're a parent of children and you have different opinions over this situation. I do want to let you know, though, that we're still passionate on our end about how we feel with things, and we're not going to let that down because you're a parent.
I will tell you that since I don't work there no more, my last job was at PFLAG. I worked for the National LGBT organization PFLAG. I've sat with parents, I've sat with the young people, and that was outside of a therapeutic capacity. But like, if you want some resources, you want to learn something, I can make the connection. If you genuinely would like to learn and maybe don't feel well versed about the topic, I got you.
That part. Hope you be liking Down Under. There are some choices being made by production, lighting. They took their time with announcing the winner of the first lip sync. Even though low key, like we watched somebody get their hand stepped on, that was crazy. That girl, it was
bound to happen. I'm surprised
they could have sent them both home. Yeah, because one wasn't lip syncing, the other one was in a dress doing the most. It was weird. Peace Mateo, thank you for the super chat. Klingon headed NEYO had his ex Monyetta Shaw tie her tubes because he didn't want kids, then cheated on her. He can have several. Oh, are we talking about Kevin Hart?
That really happened.
Allegedly with a trans person.
Allegedly, because that's the other thing. Like, y'all go so hard on the girls, but be the first ones to pull up.
I thought Blake was talking about Eddie Murphy or Bobby Valentino or who else I can name.
Yes.
Who else can I name?
Remember back in 2018 when the girls started talking about it and it made it out in the public?
And it was a well-known doll too. So I was like, "Oh,
And then I think Madison spoke on it at one point. It was like, "We've been new." I tried to tell you.
Tasha K, stop playing in Madison's face. Let it go, sister. You are losing every battle.
You barely got a house.
And Cardi's collecting the checks. Cardi's collecting that.
Okay, paid for her husband's
checks
birthday
being
party.
Garnished.
Baby, she said, "Oh, here go 250,000 more for me, Cardi B." Thanks.
Although Jeannie, thank you for the super chat. Biggest love to say they protect children to achieve their goals, but they never listen to kids to know what they actually feel bad about.
Correct. This is what we call a straw man argument. It's so stupid.
Okay, Miss Bobby Valentina.
we allegedly got her in the hallways.
Whoa! Remember there was like footage of them walking through the hallway too. Like, oh, not that we saw.
Didn't Lil Zane also get caught up in some mess like that, and that's why he disappeared? Didn't that happen that way, or did I make that up?
Y'all gonna have to stop.
I just want to see the tapes when Boosie was in prison.
I feel like that's
we already know how that turns out.
It's gonna look musty, but you know, like
wasn't he the one that got like a stripper for his 12-year-old son or something like that?
Sure did. And Guac happened.
It wasn't just one. It was a full worker.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Full. You know,
it was a worker who.
Wait, did she have the? Well, hold on.
It was a worker.
Did she have the worker do the thing on the baby?
Yes.
Oh, girl,
that was the sole. They were hired with the sole purpose of providing services for the young babies, so that he was not like us.
And he said that his son wanted that, but in the whole conversation, it was, I'm trying to make sure he don't act funny.
It had nothing to do with the kid.
Weird.
No.
Weird. Like,
which was that was a statement that I was going to make when I was giving my rant about this. Like, all of this, like, it bothers me so much. It bothers me so much. Like, I love that, like, our generation and the ones after us, like, we love talking about the vibes. We love talking about the therapy and, like, the way that we're healing. It has been such a task to have similar conversations with our forefathers and our foremothers. And, like, they're now in their 60s and 70s and maybe 50s, depending on where you was born. But like, trying to have conversations to where like our generations know that like it's being informed by their trauma because they have never maybe had a moment or never taken a moment to start processing that stuff, and like how that changes the relationship that like we have with them, and like our like it's a whole scheme. But like, y'all go to therapy because y'all are injuring people by accident.
Monique, is probably because she identifies with masculine energy, and that's what he's fully attracted to. I'm sure he's also attracted to that as well. He gives me a musk one. I gotta sniff the pit kind of guy. That's what he gives me.
That's his kid.
I think so. He just looks smelly. Like every time I see him, I think of like a balled up bag of dirty laundry sitting in someone's crusty home.
If I had to put money on this, my best guess would be degradation. That's my best. Like that's my honest to God best guess.
I would say, yeah, I'd say a little water.
He likes being embarrassed. Look at how he acts.
All right, y'all, we've hit the 2-hour marker here. Thanks for tuning in today. Pray I have a channel after this. We appreciate you so much for being here. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Hopefully nothing that was said today hurt your feelings. It certainly wasn't meant to, but we all have opinions. We all have holes too. See, here's a hole right here. Thought I was talking about the... Anywho, Jamar, open your hole. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Open your... Yeah, oh, it's about to be gross. Just say stuff. Just say your social medias, please.
You can find me
Hole?
on social media platform under Jamar 4. Spelled Jamar 8 and 4.
Except for
TikTok, which is Jamar 840.
Dooley, go to hell. Go to hell. Everyone's got our scripts. I love it.
And everyone, we know each other's scripts. So.
Because Blake didn't come in and do greetings and salubrious salutations today, and I really was upset about that. But it's okay because that's Blake's quote. If I ever hear anyone saying it,
you were taking a sip.
Anywho, sorry. Thank you, Jamar. I appreciate you for being here, you gray-eyed bastard. Dooley, shoulder, left, right. Oh.
I gave it to you long way at the beginning. I'm gonna give it to you short way now. It's linktree.com/Dooley__noted. Everything is there.
He did say that? Suspicious? He did?
I'll remember that. We can run the tape back.
I'll have to run it back. I'm probably wrong. That's the normalcy for me. Blake, do you want people to find you?
I'm gonna give it to you the only way that pays the way, and that's $ Blue Rubio.
the only way that pays. Oh, I love it.
No, that's right.
I love it. After the sip. Okay. Sorry. 2 hours have passed, and I'm still thinking about one moment on this panel. All right. I'm like, how can I? No. All right, listen. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you for being here today. Reminders, there's $ by these gentlemen's name. Drop them a little bit of love. It does go a long way. Yeah, no, Mamu didn't actually jump in this video today. I'm proud of him. He's probably napping. Oh, he's in the sun right now. He's enjoying the sun. Now that my AC works and I'm not sweating bullets in here, he's out about the sun. But listen, drop a tip if you feel like it's down below. PayPal, Cash App, the rest. All my links are in the description. I will see y'all again Wednesday to talk about Drag Race France. And then, of course, Philippines. And then Mexico. And then down under. And do this all over again.
Then Narnia. Child. Going to Duloc. I got all the seasons.
So after this, I'm just want to let y'all know what I'm gonna do. I gotta call my sister because it was my niece's birthday this past week.
Yes.
She is the Leo. But shout out to my beautiful niece Kennedy. I love you, and I'm sorry that your uncle couldn't make it to your party because it was happening during a video, and my dad sent photos to be messy. We'll talk later, Pop. Like I was like, you sent me 5. Oh, you messy. Okay. Oh, we're having a good time, best. But listen, yes, catch me in all those spaces and places. I'll be there on Wednesday. Give me a break for these 2 days. I need to not look at anything Drag Race. I'm about to go watch Jocelyn's Cabaret right now. Yep. I want to see them fight. I want to see them. But yeah, stop hating on Leo people. Stop being haters. Leos are born haters. Y'all are the best at everything, but you're not. I'm just kidding. Let me get off of here before I get attacked.
But they are not.
Let me stop. All my love to Leos and all zodiacs out there in the world. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Don't take life too seriously, but pay your rent and your bills. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.